Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Imps Ting podcast show with your boy Cornell in the house. Back again with another video, and today, me, Cornell B, is doing a match review of Lincoln City versus Cambridge United. Before we get into the video, smash a like on my YouTube video, leave a comment down below, tell me your thoughts about the result, and also what are your thoughts going into the transfer deadline day this Tuesday coming, fam. I'd love to hear what you guys think. It'll be very, very appreciated. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Us, Lincoln City, have drawn again and earned a very valuable point against Cambridge United, where it was, let's just say, a kind of a dismal, poor performance. The first half, although wasn't all of that, to be fair, because the 5-10 minutes, we started to gain that attacking intensity. And also, without fail, the performance wasn't good enough in the first half. And like the attack intensity of us, how we normally would attack teams and put them on the counter-attack, that started to fade. And then, obviously, Ben House playing up top on his own there was no options on the bench. Like, obviously, the second half we started to improve, which was a good sign. But then we needed to see a better performance. We needed to see something better. And here's the thing. The way that we played was nowhere good enough. And it has to be better. A reaction has to happen on deadline day. Because if we don't sign, and I'm going to be honest here, as an optimistic fan of this club, and obviously I've been around since the Cowley era, if the club doesn't do something about it, we're going to be in a relegation fight. Because look at where we are in the table. We are 16th in the table. And we're not far away from being in a relegation fight. We was like this last season. And we had to overspend and bring players in to help us get out of that rut. And I like Mark Kennedy. I respect Mark Kennedy for who he is and as our head coach. And I still believe, and I'm still backing him, and I'm still getting behind him because of of my optimism, that he will improve this team, make our team, and build a squad that he feels that can compete with the bigger teams. And I can understand, some Imps fans' fury. And I'm not saying that they don't have a voice. They do. They have an opinion to give. But also, you have to look at positive sides of things as well. Because I wouldn't want to see Lincoln City go get relegated into League 2. Been there, done it. The Cowley brothers got us out of it. And we were a successful club. And we still are with all these achievements that's been put aside by the Cowley brothers, and they built a team with us Imps to make us into the team that we are. With Michael Apperton, we were 90 minutes away from promotion. But that performance today, although the second half improved, it needed to be a lot better. But what it showed is that going forward, especially up front, we need options. And it's not just only the striker. Yes, the striker is not the main priority for this club to get. The midfield is the big priority at this time. Because you're looking at a big hole and you're thinking, Matty Virtue is out for 10 weeks. 10 weeks. And the only options we have is Bishop, and we have Sanders, and we have Sorensen. Oatley Booth is out of favour. So it looks like he could be heading the door unless Mark Kennedy will give him an opportunity to prove himself. But today, we had a chance. We had chances. We had even that Regan Poole header. But the thing is, the performance looked dead. The fans, the Imps fans, despite 617 was making noise, and Cambridge was making noise. Cambridge fans was making noise too. It was like it sounded a bit dead. The performance sounded a bit dead, like there was no passion, there was no fight, like something was missing. Something is lacking, and I think we haven't got a striker since Tom Hopper and Charlie Kendall left, and I even said that Charlie Kendall needs to be given an opportunity and needs to be given a chance. But he's 22. He's gone to Bromley on loan, and he will gain the opportunity and come back stronger and say, you know what, he's gained all his opportunity at Bromley and come back a better player. And the fact of the matter is, it's left us short in up front. And as much as I've been optimistic since I've been around with the Imps family, and with all due respect, and I know some Imps fans have been to games more than I have, and I respect that very, very well, and they've been going there since they were little and growing up as a kid. And I totally get that, and I totally understand that. And I don't want to sound like I'm too arrogant about it, because arrogance ain't going to prove nothing. And I don't want to see Lincoln City go down a dark place that they don't deserve. I want to see Lincoln City competing, staying up in the table, improving the team, bringing young and experienced players, players that are going to improve this team and make this team into the team that it is today. And if Kennedy doesn't act now, and the board don't act now, we are going to be in a relegation fight, and we could even suffer. I'm sorry to say this, I don't want to see us suffer like how I see the likes of Grimsby and Scunthorpe suffer, because then questions would have to be asked, and I don't want us to go down that route. But if we have to go down that route, then so be it. But the way it's going, with all these players that we've been linked with, and new faces, and whoever comes in, if it's a creative midfielder, if it's one or two creative midfielders, we need more than that to improve this team. And I'm not saying that we're not good enough. We are good enough. We are a good side. But today's performance was nowhere good enough. The first half, we was poor. I felt sorry for Regan Poole. I felt sorry for the fans. I've always said if they don't want to play for the club, don't play for it. But it don't make sense me saying that. I just want to see an improvement on deadline day. Because the deadline day is not far away. It's this Tuesday coming. And if we don't see no improvements, I don't know what's going to happen to this club. I don't want us to be relegated and be laughing at clubs like Scunthorpe who've just got themselves back on track, and Grimsby and these type of clubs. I want to see Lincoln City, an improved team with new faces, with a striker, creative midfielders. I don't care if it's two or how many, because I know that Mark Kennedy will improve this team and make this team a better team. And I believe and back the staff, the head coach, and the board. And I know they will do everything in their power to make sure that everything goes well for this club. Because We are in an absolute rut right now. We are 16th in the table. The only one that was actually doing something was Regan. Regan Paul looked up for it. Ben House was decent, but looked a bit of a shadow of himself. Especially when you come back from your injury, it's not easy. Shop Pro making his debut went over the top with his touches. Just needs to relax more and improve more. Once he does that, he'll be better. But a striker, midfielder has to come in immediately now. Smash a like on my YouTube video. Leave a comment down below and tell me your thoughts about today's game, the result, and also what you think is going to happen on transfer deadline day for the Mighty Imps. Thank you very much to everybody that's been watching. Up the Imps.